do you think that the Sandoval County Commission and/or the Board of Finance has exceeded their legal authority over county investments? If yes, what will you do if you're re-elected?
Yes. So let me tell you, this has been a 3-year situation. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that anyone should be getting paid 3 times more than someone else for the same job? So when I started, there was a financial advisor that worked in my office, and he got paid 40 basis points. The national average after research showed me that it's between 8 and 15, at the most 20. We only have, well, at the time we had about 23 million. Now we have 17 million. I checked into our investments according to the state statute, and it stated that we were not investing according to what was permissible. What I mean by that is we were in mutual funds, and in those mutual funds, we had junk bonds, derivatives, international assets. So I asked the AG's office for help. Are they permissible? Are they not? The law's not crystal clear on that portion. Can you give me some guidance? So moving forward, the Dodd-Frank Act came into place, and that meant that you couldn't be in different multiple positions where you're, for example, being the financial advisor making the 40 basis points in my office, and you're making 25 basis points on bonds and loans, and you're making $25,000 on a 5-year plan. The financial advisor made over $371,000, if I'm correct, in the first year I was there. If we can't barely get our pay raises for our staff, is that acceptable? No. If you're paying me by statute $65,501 with 2 BAs and a master's degree, is it acceptable for a financial advisor to currently make $9,200 a month? That's $110,000 a year for the same job duties and responsibilities in that contract that I do according to the law? No. So what I did is I asked Senator Benny Shendo if he would be willing, on behalf of the entire Treasurers affiliate, it was unanimously done by all treasurers, Republican and Democrat, old and young alike. By the way, I'm your second youngest elected treasurer. So what I did is I asked them, we followed the rules, we went to the county manager first, we tried to go to the commissioners, we had 3 independent reviews from 3 different sources, one in New Mexico, one in Colorado, and one in Arizona, and they all said the same thing, and they reported it publicly. If you would like to find out more information about it, our Madam Clerk has everything filed in the clerk's office. It's also been recorded through many newspaper articles. In fact, Antonio did a few of them. So from that point, we asked the AG's office for some questions to be answered as far as, is it permissible to hire a financial advisor to do the same job duties or be involved in the relationship between me and the county commission acting as the Board of Finance. The AG letter came out right before the primary. I had 2 people running against me then too, because people are very unhappy when you mess with people's money, you cause some problems. And so from that point, they removed it from the agenda. So there was somebody that mentioned that people can't talk at the meetings until the very end. I don't think that it's fair if we're supposed to be in a mutual relationship and I'm elected by the entire county and each commissioner is elected by 1/5 of it, to not allow me to have the opportunity for the Attorney General's office to come and speak to us about what that letter said. And they all got the letter. And as far as I've read the letter, and you can get a copy of the letter, it clearly states that you can hire a financial advisor. If you want to pay them $9,200 a month, that's your prerogative. But what they can't do is they can't get involved in that relationship between me and the county commission acting as the Board of Finance. It's sort of like a parent, 2 parents, they got divorced, but they have a child. That mother and father need to work with that child, not the side girlfriend, right? It's pretty much, that's the case. I don't know how else to explain it better. So I felt, because I read the law and I disagreed with what was going on, that it was very important that I do not lose the authority that is invested in the Treasurer's office according to the Constitution and the statutes in New Mexico, because that would affect every single treasurer after me and every other treasurer in the state. And a lot of them are very poor, they're not Class A counties, and they might not have that legal expertise in the background to help push. And so I stand by what I've done, I believe in what I've done, and I am looking forward to a new commission so that we can all be on the same page and serve the citizens that we are here to represent.
Thank you, Laura. That's all I have. So, was there any handwritten questions submitted? Is any of the candidates? None were submitted. I did receive, disappeared, but the candidate left. So that's all we have this evening. We do want to show you all what the Tea Party's got on its agenda for this upcoming election season. We've been very consistent in saying we're not endorsing any candidate for any office as an organization. Now, as Tea Party members, you're all individuals, you're Americans, you're free to support and help any candidate you choose. But there is an issue that we have taken a position on in this upcoming election, and we're bringing it out this evening to show everybody. So the issue is the hospital tax, and the Rio Rancho Tea Party is against continuing the hospital tax. We will be communicating this position on our website, on our Facebook. We will be sending out newsletters to make sure the community understands why we oppose. It's not simply to be against something. It's really something that we've thought about. We think the tax has run its course. And the 8 years it's been in place, it has been a benefit to get the 2 hospitals up and running. But I think these posters speak for themselves, and we will be posting them across the city. And so that's going to be the main thing that we're doing. We're also going to be taking this video that we have tonight, and we're going to be posting that, as I said, on the internet. We really don't have anything else to talk about this evening. You're free, and we're encouraging you to talk to the candidates that are here if you have additional questions. But if that's it, then this meeting is adjourned.
So,